ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in Lavelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Mountaineers will boot it away to start the game. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Cougars offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Mountaineers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, and I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Got him downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. I think they've been really good at doing.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away.
Number 35 in punt formation to kick it away.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Vaughn. He's loose. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They are executing beautifully.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put...
Touchdown, Mountaineers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Touchdown.
That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost a race.
BYU 0.
And he's going to bring it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll heave it deep. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. With the catch, it's Bachmeier. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Using his legs, it's Martin. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling one or two guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
Time to take a shot. Brings it in down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's White. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, West Virginia. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Charlotte pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. The 49ers were clicking in every phase of the game, and the results speak for themselves. Never a dull moment when it...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. Lets it fly. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds his man, it's Singleton. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. From the gun, the running back looking for room. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Mountaineers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Grabbed in the middle, it's Singleton. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players. They're playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
34, BYU, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. Quickly to the tight end. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Roberts. The Cougars have a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Roberts.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. The short hands, it's Bachmeier. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Martin. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Catch in the middle, it's Bachmeier. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hagan. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Floats it out in space. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And this is a weird move. They're sending out the field goal unit here. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. He now has 108 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Leaves it with the running back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, to get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Oh, he's got a chance. Got a first down. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got his man out of the backfield. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's White. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Lots of running room. He's at the... and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
55, BYU, 0.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give out of the gun.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. The Cougars need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Redneck. Got a man, it's Hagan. Wide open spaces. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the 1st down. It's a seam wide open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, West Virginia. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the returner goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Line is set on 3rd down. They'll run play action. And the quick shuffle pass.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Unloads it downfield. Got it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Here we go. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown Mountaineers. Quick strike through the air for the score. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Creates a little space. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Here's the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quick spin on the run. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hillstead. Here's the pressure. Bounced right back to them. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium. Oh, a lot of space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
83, BYU 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Hillstead. Works the middle of the field. Just find a way to make that first tackler whiff. He's out to the 21.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And they're not on the same page there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. The give to the tailback. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.